today's workshop's all about catchments, but what exactly is a catchment? Well, whenever it rains, no matter even if it's at our houses or our schools or in the park, no matter where we live, it goes into a drain or onto the park, something like that, onto the grass. That rain then falls down into our parklands, down into the creeks and rivers and into our drains, and they're our catchments where the water collects, sometimes swamps and lakes as well. Now, not a lot of people think about where that water goes next, but drains don't make things disappear. What they do is they travel on a slow journey down towards the sea. They come out in places like this, just behind me here. Big drains that then flow down into our creeks and rivers and head out towards our marine ecosystem. And that's something that then our marine animals have to deal with. At your school? Does anyone here do water testing or maybe building wetlands or frogs? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, all that sort of stuff. Okay, maybe over on that big oval over there, and the dog, you know, does business over on the oval, and they think, oh nah, I don't think I'll pick it up, I'm right, it's only grass. And it rains, it's going to get washed into the drains, and where do the drains end up? Yeah, and what animals does it affect? Hold your pictures up. All of those guys. Imagine your animal that you've got now having to swim around with someone's dog food just because they couldn't be bothered picking it up. So that's that impact. It comes out in a place like this. Let's keep walking up this way.
So Amy, why is it important to have a day such as this?
Well, it's very important for the students to see the coast and the catchments they live in, and our marine environment as well. In Melbourne Water, we're responsible for managing the rivers and creeks and the bed and banks of those, and making people aware of their impact on that watery environment is very important.
So for our viewers, what are the catchments and how do they work?
A catchment is any area where water is flowing over the ground and might be taking some pollutants with it. It gets into the creeks and rivers through different ways, one of which is through the drain system. It could just flow over the ground as well, or it could seep through the ground as well. So where that water is travelling from and is captured in the rivers and creeks, that's our catchment area.
Excellent, that's interesting. And why do we need to look after these catchment areas?
Well, there's two reasons. One is the actual rivers and creeks that we're looking at. We want them to be nice, healthy environments with trees and plants around them where animals can live and thrive, and animals inside in the water as well, swimming around, and fish and platypus and frogs as well. So we monitor those through Water Watch and through the Melbourne Water Frog Census. And so that healthy environment is one of the reasons that we need to look after our catchments. The other one is thinking about where the water actually flows onto and what it actually takes with it. So that could be sediment or chemicals or fertilisers, could actually take with it into our bays, Port Phillip and Western Port Bay.
And that's the reason why we're here today, to educate these kids about those points, is that right?
That's right. We're all connected to our environment and we all have an impact on it, so we need to learn to look after it as best we can.
Excellent.
It's a real thing, okay? These aren't made up. These are connected to houses. You can see the little houses on there with their roofs. If they're dripping oil, that's where it goes, into the creek. And you guys have got all the pictures of the animals that then have to live with it. But there's another story, right? And the story goes like this. Hands up if you got a puppy or a dog, right? Hands up if you walk your dog. Great. Well, sometimes. Just say you do. Now, hands up if you pick up your dog's business. Maybe like this. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't touch it if it was real. Now, if your dog comes along and goes on the ground and it rains, now I want you to put your finger on the blue dot. The blue dot is a person walking their dog. Their dog's a big, beautiful Labrador puppy has just gone on the ground. You don't necessarily want to pick it up. You kind of go, oh, nah, I'll just leave it. No one's looking. Then it rains. Okay, the last of our 92 ambassadors, would you believe it, have just left, just hopped in the car. 92 ambassadors, the biggest attendance to an ICI Care workshop we've ever had, so it's in 7-year history. Thanks so much to the parents, the teachers and the grandparents who brought their ambassadors down today. Also a big thank you goes out to Melbourne Water, who organised the litter trap clean out. And also to Amy Weir at Waterwatch, who helped us looking at the turbidity and the chemicals that are sometimes found in our catchments. If anyone's keen to get involved in Waterwatch, you can contact their website, which should be appearing on the screen. It's a fantastic program to get involved in. Our catchments need our help. The message is, get out there, share it with your community, that if we don't look after our catchments, then what's at the end of them is not going to survive, and that's our fantastic marine treasures. So from ICI Care, I look forward to seeing you at our next ICI Care workshop.